Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He'll have it first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Now Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. And complete to Zach Ertz. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 23.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready?
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. Taylor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. On second down now, it's Taylor, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They run the counter. It's Taylor. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Brooks Reed with a tackle. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. A 22-yard touchdown ground. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here through an opening, and there he goes. The 40. The 20. 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Taylor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And that's caught by Beasley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the AFC has taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And that's complete to Adams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now they'll run it on the toss. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we reach halftime of the 2020 Pro Bowl with the AFC on top, as we'll send you crosstown to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Jackson on 1st down. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st down, Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a 1st down as well. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. From 8 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
54, 54, check, 154. We got it.
On 1st down. It's Taylor. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, he's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. They'll run with Taylor. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons. A one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game. But as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. On 1st down, Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this NFC defense comes up big time with a goal line stand. Now Ryan back into his end zone. Caught by the tight end Ertz. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 37. They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 38-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
Throwing is Jackson. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen,